Hey there, welcome to the second video. Well, technically the first one, but if you have watched the previous one, that's the second. Forget it. Let's just hop into it and start. So in this video, we'll talk about the tools, about what do you need in order to automate your Skool community. So let's start. Okay, so we're going to cover today how most of the community run their backend tasks, like which action they do and why they're not able to move faster, why not automating the Skool community stops them, and why it's hard to get more traffic and get more sales. So that's topic number one. Then we'll talk about how your community will run backend tasks. Hey, I'm interrupting you real quick because I wanted to make sure you know that this is a part of a course I'm hosting on my Skool community. So if you want to get the full course and get it one by one and get more parts, join my free community and meet other members that are running their backend automatically. Same site. After you will implement the system and implement all of the automations, we'll talk basically on how it would look like when everything is ready, right? We have the first one is how most of community runs, right? They're on their bottom, rock bottom. It's bad. And then we'll end about the end result of how it would look like when you will get there. So that's the second topic. Next is we're talking about the essential tools you need to start to automate your Skool community. Basically, what do you need to use and how much money you need to pay so you automate your own Skool community. So let's get started and go to the first topic, which is other communities, how other communities running their backend. So first point, they're manually reaching out to their members. Well, I get it. Like Skool has their auto DM system, but I'm not talking about it. Right? When someone's joining, the automation, what it allows you to do is to send a DM. And most of the time, the DM is, it sucks, right? It's it's probably getting little engagement, and if it because it feels automated, like most of the people even put links in there, so it's kind of bad. If you're doing one of those, just add a question mark in the end and make it a question and not a link, so they're engaging. But still, it just not feel like authentic, So what I'm doing is I'm reaching out to members one by one. Yes, it taking me much longer time, but my response rates are higher. So, but it's not bad, right? Because my community is a bit smaller. Maybe your community is huge, so it's much better to have the automated message. But still, I'm not talking about it. What I'm talking about is if you're doing any promotional stuff in your DMs, like if you're launching an offer, or if you want someone to join your paid community, or you want them just to engage inside the community, right? Just to comment under a post, you have to go manually through every member and just DM them. Like, hey, Jason, I don't know, take a look at my post and like it, whatever, or comment. Then, hey, Julie, I don't know what's the with the J. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, I don't know, John. Hey, Mark. Like my comment under my post. So, yeah, you'll say that's a copy paste and it's easy basically, but still it takes so much time, especially if you're a bigger community. It's so hard. And if you're not doing it, like, probably you should start, yeah, to let more, to make more engagement, right? Because it's helping a lot. But with automated system, you are able to reach out those members just one to many. Is you're writing one email, sending it to everyone, and everyone is getting it. Everyone is not everyone, but like people will see your email, will engage with your posts more, and will know about your promotions more because not everyone is using Skool daily, right? But most of the people are using emails daily. So it's smarter to get them on an email list and send them notification to many, send them DMs to many. Again, when your community is big, it's so much hard to do it. Okay, next point is your booking calls and sending reminders manually. Well, I know you're sophisticated and you're using Calendly, Or if not, yeah, use Calendly, man. But still, if not, like I know community owners that are just like, hey, when you are free, are you free in 1 hour? Are you free in 24 hours? Let's talk in some time. Creating a link in Google Meets or Zoom and just sending the link manually and then write reminders. And I don't know, like it's don't do it. Like get Calendly. Forget about it. Do it by Calendly. But still, using Calendly is like if you don't want to pay, you have only one calendar and you don't have a lot of options to do with it, right? So you can customize it. You can like send note reminders and reminders, not notification. Send reminders to your members about, hey, we have a call in. Like they're sending two reminders that are ready. Basically, you can't change them. So if you need some specific information for them to check out before the call, like, hey, watch this video before the call, it's important. Or if you want to let them know that if they will not make it to the call, they will not able to book another one. So they're keeping missing the call. And I heard issues like with time zones on Calendly. I've never experienced one, but I did heard about it. So yeah, with with the go high level and the automation in place, you have unlimited calendars. So you have so you can have calendars for onboarding, calendars for delivering, for coaching calls, for whatever you want, and everything is for free and fully customizable, and it integrates with your calendar. Basically, what it means is if I'm having in my calendar something specific, like if I have a meeting with my barber and I'm putting it in my Google Calendar, then the spot will be taken on your calendar. So you don't have to manually remove this one. And it's so much easy and it's so good. So that's what you can do. And having this automated, it's so much easy. It looks good and you just don't have to change a lot of stuff every time you're getting in and your attendance rate increases because you're sending more personal reminders, right? So everything is better with it. Oh, and you don't have to pay for it. Like for calendar, you have to pay money for using it and creating more calendars, but in Go High Level, it's all included. So it's very cost efficient. Okay, next point is emailing to members manually. We talked about it in DMs, right? So when you notice some members are not active for in Skool for some time, you might want and have the urge to take their email address from the form they filled and just send them an email, a personal one. And it's cool. Like do it. It's it's probably will have a good response rate, but still it's doing it manually. As I talked about it before, you can do it just sending one message and getting to everyone. And if you're sending consistently and a lot of messages, then you increase your brand awareness and you have higher chance of them to engaging with your messages. So that's the third point. So what's next? Okay, so next point is does not track how engaged the member is. So without a system in place, you don't know how engaged the member is. Basically, if they are going inside your community, if they are just engaging with your content basically, because with the automated system you can score the engagement, you can give scores to each lead. So that's the CRM part basically. You're giving a score for your members on how engaged they are, if they're engaging, if they're opening your emails, if they're going through the link, if they're filling forms, if they're booking calls, you're giving them score. And then you'll see a correlation between the score they have and how much money they pay you, right? So that's a good way to find out about your best customers and address them. Also, it can help you to deal with the lower customers. You know exactly who are your worst leads and you know how to avoid them. Or you can try to reactivate them back in the campaigns. So that's very helpful. Okay, next one is you're allocating many resources and time to backend, reducing time to work on what matters. What matters is getting more traffic, more people to your community, and more sales, right? If you have a paid community and you want to sell more people, but you have to just DM with other members or to make sure they're engaging, it sucks away your time. So you do want to have all of this automated. And again, that's what the course is about. So this slide is about your worst, where you can be. If you're here, it's okay. Like, it's not so okay, but it's good that you are a part of the solution right now. So let's talk about how your community will look like after, again, after we'll finish setting everything up. So how your community will run after implementing automated funnel. So the first one is system that nurture your members automatically so you don't have to warm them up. Right? When someone joins your community, they're automatically getting a nurture flow, which making sure they're engaging with you, getting to know you, your like the problem you're solving, and qualifies them. Right? It's very important. Most people are not doing it. It's you want to qualify your member on the first email. What I mean by it is if he's qualified, he can purchase and buy your services straight away. So you don't like put them in a nurture flow, which is like, hey, I am like this, and that's the problem I solve, and how I help with that. And yeah, my name is whatever. They don't care about it. If they came to the solution to solve this problem, you must give them the solution as fast as possible. And that's what this system's doing, and I think it's really good at it, and it's very important. Most of people are not doing it, and that's the first thing. So it nurture your members. Those are, let's call it the less qualified. I mean, not qualified. That requires more nurture. It's nurturing them, and those who are ready to buy, it just let them buy. So that's thing number one. Next is call are booked, reschedule definited, and prospect are reminded to attend those calls. As I said before, you have a full control in your calendar. You can write personal messages. I mean, like, not very personal, it's most likely a message that can resonate with your subscriber and can help them to attend the call and give them a bit more responsibility. Next one is sending emails depending on their progression in the funnel. So let's say the emails that will be sent to someone who just joined your group community and someone which had a call with you and decided not to buy just yet, then they'll get different emails, right? You're just segmenting them properly. So your nurture is depending on their stage and the needs they need, right? Because again, if someone is decided he don't want to buy, he will not get the same promotional emails you're sending to someone who is very interested to buy, to someone with very high score and wants to get your product. So that's very important. And segmenting your audience is just awesome. Okay, so next point is know exactly in which step your member at. So it's really like previous point. And again, if someone is far in the funnel, right? He's a long time member. He is interested or not interested. You know exactly where he is, so you can contact them separately and you don't send them the same messages because your messaging will be different. Or let's say if you have a paid program, I mean, high ticket program, and you will not send it to someone which haven't got your low ticket one. It makes sense. Like, it is. So that's very powerful. Next is constantly freeing up more time to focus on what matters. After you figure out, after you set everything up, you are less focused on the back end. Again, you're tweaking it right here and tweaking it a bit there. And over time, like, it's going down. You're less and less engaged with it. So you don't have to do it. Everything is automated. And that's the power of it. So you don't have to do all of those tasks I talked about before, and you're just focusing on what matters. Okay, so the essential tools we need. The first one is a Skool community, $99 a month. Woohoo! Probably if you don't have a Skool community, you're not watching this course. You do watching the chance you have Skool community is very high, so we are going next. Next is Zapier. It's absolutely free, right? It depends on your size of the community. If it's like less than 1,000 member a month, you are getting it for free. Also, it lacks some features like sending an email straight away. So when someone joins your community, he'll not get an email straight away. You'll get in interval of 1 minute to 15 minutes. So yeah, that's like the free version. Still, if you want to upgrade, you possibly can, but it's free, so you don't have to. Next is Go High Level account, which is $99 a month, and that's what you need. To automate all of your backend is $200 a month. It's nothing. Like, oh, maybe you'll have more cost depending on like the amount of emails you're sending, but it's like $10 more. It's so cheap, and not using it, I don't know. Like, if you have money, if you have traffic in, invest in the system. Automate your backend. It's so much worth it. Yeah, so let's summarize everything up. That's the end of it. So running a community without automation is possible. Yes, we talked about it. The process is tedious and suck up more time as you grow. I'll not repeat myself. You got it. Okay, next point is automating community will decrease significantly the time on those tasks and will keep decreasing over time with more traffic and data while increasing conversion. Again, the more you use it, the more data you will have, the more conversion you'll increase, the less time you'll invest on the software. Easy. Next is the funnel don't require a lot of tools and most of them are simple or will be made simple. So I'm showing up everything. Those tools will look at first complicated, but honestly it's not. I'll walk you one by one, exactly how to do everything and how to set it up. So yeah, it would be easy, it would be fun. Okay, so let's go get back to work. Watch the next video and we'll just start to set everything you need up. And if you need some rest, go rest a bit. Think about it and see you in the next one. Bye.